everybody. Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is moving on from friends with benefits. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, we have a letter, and we'll dive right into this letter and see what she says. Here we go. I have a situation weighing on my mind. The gentleman, Mr. Number One, that I have been seeing for about 7 years, says that he is ready to be in a long-term relationship with me. If you've been with him for 7 years, that's pretty long-term if you ask me. We have been in a sex-only relationship for about 4 years when I met someone else, Mr. Number Two, and pursued a relationship with him. Okay, wait a minute. You were in a relationship with one man for 7 years who now says he wants a real relationship? And you said it was a sex-only relationship for about 4 years when you met another man and pursued a relationship with him. So are you saying you were dating these two men at the same time? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Since Mr. Number One and I were a sex-only relationship, we had made it clear that we didn't want anything different. So when Mr. Number Two came along, he and I developed a relationship. I stopped seeing Mr. Number One and only had occasional contact with him on the phone. Nothing sexy, just hi, how you doing, texts and conversations. I lived with Mr. Number Two for a while, more than a year, and Mr. Number One was aware that I was in another relationship and decided to maintain a friendship. Well, the only reason that men want to remain friends is that he figures that you'll come back to him at some point in this sex-only relationship. If he wanted anything more with you over the 7 years, he would have done it. Okay? Sex only is only what Mr. Number One is looking for. After the relationship with Mr. Number Two didn't work out and we went our separate ways, Mr. Number One called and wanted to resume our old relationship. Well, why not? It wasn't costing him anything just to have sex with you. He was not responsible to provide or to protect you. So why not? Sex only is like you're on your own. All right. I told Mr. Number One that I am celibate now and not interested in resuming a sex-only relationship. He took me out on a date and we had dinner. And that's when he told me that he has feelings for me and wants a relationship. So after you told this man that you were celibate, why did you go out with him when you already knew what he wanted? Is it because you were just familiar with him since you spent 7 years with him? So it was familiar territory. All right, so you went and you told him that you were celibate. All right. Mr. Number One is a professional CPA and owns his own business. He also owns his home and a nice car. Well, that's irrelevant. What he has. If he's not providing for you, he could be a millionaire. But what's it to you? Okay? Over the last month, he has been calling and texting every day, asking me to come and see him or for him to come see me. I moved about an hour from where he is, so spending time together takes planning. So you have already moved away, an hour away, and he wants you to drive up to see him or allow him to drive down to see you just to have sex, because you know that long distance relationships don't work. And if this man wanted a solid relationship with you, he had 7 years to do it. He's only thinking about having sex with you because with you, there's no commitment. It's easy. You're too easy. Okay? He keeps asking me what I want to do, and I give him some ideas for dates, museums, tourist attractions, shows, movies, and bowling. So you are trying to show this man how to date you. That's the wrong thing to do, because he will only do a few things, but it's not in him to do it. He didn't do it in the 7 years. He's not going to do it now. Understand? Once he gets you back in bed, then it's just going to be a sex only again. I live in Virginia, near D.C., so there's always something to do. I am 61 and he's 65, and I use a walker and oxygen. So though I can do almost any activity, I have to go slow and take breaks, and he is not impaired at all. Okay, now look at this. Because you are a wee bit handicapped, you need support with this. You understand? And it doesn't sound like he's very supportive. My problem is that he always says he's interested in getting together, but then he makes excuses because he doesn't want to be responsible for you. He just wants to have sex because you made it so easy. You know, you were giving it to him without any kind of commitment. He's not responsible for you at all. Some of the excuses are targeted at the restaurants being too cold for him. Okay, so if you suggest you go out to a restaurant, he doesn't want to go because it's too cold. He doesn't want to go because he doesn't want to pay. You see? He don't want to spend his money on you. He doesn't see well at night, so he can't drive. So, so how is he going to pursue a relationship with you? You are an hour away and he can't drive at night. Of course, his work schedule conflicts with the time of things I suggest. So he's not available to take you anywhere. He's either working, he doesn't like certain places because it's too cold, and he doesn't drive at night. You could go out somewhere and it's later. If you go out for dinner, when are you going to go? At noontime? And it's got to be close because it could get dark, and he doesn't drive at night. And here you are in a walker. This is no good. No. I think he is just leading me along and saying things that he knows I want to hear, hoping that I will just resume our sexual only relationship. Absolutely. He already said up here. You said Mr. One called and wanted to resume our old relationship. He wants what he had before and nothing more. Okay, just sex only. You know, whether you drive up to him, because I don't know if he's going to drive down to you, but it's sex only with him. That's all he's interested in. I told him I'm not a roach that only comes out at night. I asked him if he's embarrassed to be seen with me and my walker. He said he's not. It's not about that. He just does not want a real relationship with you where he cares for you, he provides for you, he protects you. He does not want that responsibility. He just wants to be friends with benefits. That's it. And he probably wants you to pay for your own. You didn't say that in the letter, but the tone is certainly here. All right, let's see. I'm tired of men leading me on and holding out promises with no intention of following through. I've already committed myself to not allowing myself to be used for sex. Well, stay celibate then, no matter what. Be celibate and stay away from him because that's all he wants. Sex. Period. Doesn't want anything else from you. I am not a drive-through, and I'm not going to his house to just have sex and leave afterwards. Well, you probably did it before. And like you said, he wants the old relationship back. Understand? I think I'm making the right choice and just tired of games. You are making the right choice here. Don't ever see him again. Now, that's nothing. And don't look at what he has, because I'm going to tell you something. A man can have everything, but if he's not willing to share it with you, what does it mean to you? Nothing. He's not doing anything to better your situation. So you really are wasting time with him. Okay? And as far as the sex only, he's probably getting more enjoyment out of it than you are. Many times in these sex only relationships, the man makes sure he's satisfied. But when it comes to the woman, no, it's not about you. It's about him. I plan on getting an RV later this year and going traveling. And I've told him this. Why? Why'd you tell him? You want this relationship, this friends with benefits? I think you're lowering your standard to do it. I don't plan to change my plan to be with him, though he is welcome to join me on trips, but not to live with me. So, okay, let's look at this. It sounds like you just want a companion. You don't want to take these trips by yourself. So, because he's the one that is talking to you and texting you right now, you invite him to come along. Maybe you figure that he can be the backup if anything happens on the road and you don't want to be on the road by yourself. You want a man with you, that kind of thing. Well, you know what? I still think it's a bad idea because the man is just using you. When he comes along with you, does he come out of pocket at all? Or you pay your way and he pays his way? Then you're just friends. Now, if you want to be platonic friends, that's what it sounds to me. And you said that my RV will be big enough to just fit me and my cat. Well, then why are you inviting him? Why would you invite him to go on trips with you if your RV can only fit you and a cat? In your mind, you're probably thinking you don't want to take these trips by yourself. But it can be freeing by yourself. You could invite him, and it could be a terrible experience. Do you know him like that? Have you taken trips together before? Because people can change on the trip. You're in a RV close together like this, and you say it's a small one. You could be fighting the whole trip, especially if you're not providing sex like he wants, because that's the only reason that he is in it, for sex. And he probably will refuse going on any trip with you because he's not interested in forming that kind of relationship with you. If he doesn't see the benefit in going along with you on these trips, I doubt it if he will even come along. You may end up doing it alone, which is a good thing. Be strong, be confident. You can do it and have a good time with your cat. Just know how to protect yourself on the road. Just a woman with a cat, I understand. But you can't rely on him to protect you. He hasn't protected you so far. Just because he's a man doesn't mean he's going to step up to the plate. You understand? Ladies, don't put yourself in these sticky situations assuming that the man is going to step up in some way or fashion. Because a lot of times, and many times, it may not happen. This man is only interested in having sex with you. He's not interested in taking you out and about. Or he would have done it before. You wouldn't have had to tell him the things that you like, going to the movies, going to the restaurants, or whatever else you said in here. Going to tourist attractions, to the museums. He would have done that before if he wanted to be with you like that. You would not have had to suggest these things if this man wanted that type of relationship with you. He would have done it. He would have come up with all these ideas. No, he's asking you, what do you want to do? Leave him. He's no good for you. Period. Be celibate and love yourself. These activities, go yourself. In the beginning, it may seem a little strained to step out of your comfort zone and go places alone. But once you do it, you can get used to it. And after a while, you won't want anybody to be with you. Just you and your cat can enjoy your trips together. I hope you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps you. You got to love yourself. And don't lower your standard just because you don't want to be alone. Being alone is freeing. Having a companion around, especially if it's not the right person for you, can be very draining. I hope you understand the message today, and I really hope that it helps. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments, your letters, and a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.